Alright, I'm truly considering just dropping the whole blurring the face vibe and all of that because the post work required to do it is so annoying. For the longest time ever, pretty much as far back as I can remember, I've always done something with YouTube. When I was younger, I did gameplay footages on YouTube, mobile games, which then turned into Minecraft, which then turned into other games, which then turned into crypto and other stuff. And a few months back, I decided to actually invest in a more expensive camera to document the current stage of my life. And this was quite a big investment for me. I've also been in a lot of different online money endeavors or ventures, but I haven't really gotten anywhere, not as far as I wanted to at least. And now for the first time in a very long time, I found my path, what I will proceed with, thus while I'll document it. And yeah, sometime enough just has to be enough. And that is essentially what led me to the position where I am in right now. I just decided that enough is enough. Even when I was younger and I was playing games, like the footage that you see on the screen right now, I just knew there were more to life, it had to be. And I remember it so vividly. There was one night where I was playing World of Warcraft, and I got this YouTube recommended video from Alex Becker called Dopamine Detox or something along the lines of that. And this was before all of this monk mode and all of that had become popular. And I remember that was essentially when I gave up playing video games entirely and just started focusing on life instead. And yeah, fast forward about 4-ish years of doing different quote-unquote online money things, and here we are. Ingen återvänder i dags. Det är fucking dags. Kommer det 2 avgångar. En så stor ändring i mitt liv. Kommande 1 år. Sure, I could wear a face mask, but at the end of the day, like, how much does this even hide? Like, not that much. This is my face, and I will continue showing it because there literally is no reason for me not to show it. Like, nah, it's just a dumb notion that I had that I can't have privacy without showing my face and all of that. But let's be honest, even if I come to the point where I have like 10 million followers on YouTube, which is not my primary goal, my goal is not to become a YouTuber, it's to become one of those filthy rich people. That is my goal, not being famous. And although I document it now, although I might reach 10 million subscribers, let's just say that as an example, I saw this kid on YouTube, Jack Doherty or something, because he got humbled by some football player on TikTok. And fun fact, that is like more or less the only time I've used TikTok for an eternity. Like, I downloaded it to just spit some thoughts out in my Swedish TikTok account. And yeah, then I saw that video and I realized there were so many people that genuinely did not know who Jack Doherty was. And like, yeah, there's just no reason for me not to show my face. Like, I know for a fact that I would appreciate watching someone who actually showed his face. Like, if he had a mask, like, if his insights and all of that were still good, valid, I'd still watch it. But I wouldn't really build any connection in that sense. And I think that that's important, especially when watching long form content. And although, yet again, that is not my primary goal, like, if I can connect with someone, relate to someone, and all of that, that is just a big plus, a big bonus. So yeah, from this point on and forward, I'm going to show my face. Because, yet again, there is no reason for me not to. No reason. Although crypto and all of that, ideally I wouldn't want people to see my face. But let's keep it real. Actually, let's not keep it real, because it might have me demonetized on YouTube for saying certain things. Like, you get demonetized just by didn't say it. By swearing. But yeah, man, I'm gonna show my face now, at least. That's the point of this video. So yeah, here we are. To my 6 subscribers, my day ones. Alright, yet another day, which obviously requires work, can leave no stone unturned. Even while we are just living life, we are working. Because it's recording. But this magnet is hella weak though. Like, put it on here instead. For some reason, let's try that. But yeah. At least now I can show my face, and that is very nice. Actually. Way nicer than you can imagine, probably. Not having to blur out my face, having to do 2, 3, or even 4 hours of post-production just to blur out the face. Like, that shit is fucking horrendous, man, I'm telling you. And I think, honestly, I might keep this channel as, like, an unfiltered, just, I don't know, or yeah, like a raw, like, uncut version of what I do in my life. Obviously, everything won't be documented, but I think I'll make a new channel where I focus on, like, yeah, like once every month or so, like compile my footage and just blend it all together or something. I guess we'll see. But oof, yeah, actually, let's take some eggs too. And I almost fucking dropped these eggs. It's late. Don't want to eat all too much though. Should we do 2 or 3 eggs? Let's do. Let's do 3 actually. I hit legs yesterday, and although I pulled an all-nighter, no, I hit legs actually. Yeah, was it yesterday? Yesterday, 2 days ago. But I pulled an all-nighter yesterday, so yeah, it was the day before I hit legs. But I trained yesterday too, and I trained today. So like, I need the protein now, especially. So question is, do we start with the eggs, or do we take the steak and just scrambled eggs? You know what? This is no fancy meal. Let's just put the steak on, and yeah. So essentially, what I was actually going to say in this video, like I say in every other video, what I was actually going to say in this video. But yeah, is that these are the things going on behind the scenes. Like, a lot of people don't, I think, show. Like, right now it just happens to be that I'm cooking food, but it's because I've only eaten 1 meal today and I ate out. And that's like the only meal I've eaten. And right now it's 22:48. And as I said, I pulled an all-nighter yesterday. And like, I don't know, man. Especially now when things aren't all figured out and you haven't like gotten the actual formula yet. Like, then it's a lot of experimentation and a lot of things, like even behind the scenes, that aren't seen at all, that I don't document either. Like, at the end of the day, the best way to get results is through movement. Movement beats meditation every single time. Like, there is no way in this world that you can just sit with your thoughts and expect things to happen. Like, you need to act on those thoughts. The only reason why it's important to have those meditative moments is to actually reflect upon your movements that have been done, but not to reflect upon how you should do the movements and all of that before they actually occur. And that's something that I struggle with as well, because yeah, I think a lot, and especially when I have a lot of time by myself, like, it leaves me with even more room to just think. So yeah, man. But ultimately, what I came to realize earlier, like today, is one, not having to blur my face is really, really, really nice because it saves me so many hours of like post-processing work. Like for example, this channel was meant to be like a more raw version of my other channel that I will create. But if I need to put 3 or 4 or 5 or even 10 hours of editing into a single video that is supposed to be like raw and unfiltered, like what's the point? It removes the entire process of me actually working on the things that I need to be doing. Like this right here will have to come secondary because I do not want to end up like a fucking, I can't find a word for it right now, but I do definitely not want to end up like one of those people just selling courses and making their primary income through that. Like down the line, I might do that as an extra income, but like, Jesus, my way of thinking right now is that this or that will not be the primary thing. Like, I want to be able to make money like a business owner, either as a sales rep or as a business owner. I haven't really decided yet. The plan is to go into sales for now, and then maybe down the line I might do something of my own. I'm unsure, but that plus trading, and I want to actually make money from that. Like, the goal is for me to make so much money that I can live comfortably and like live the exact life I want to live through just that, without being in need to essentially like sell anything to make money. Like the extra things that I might gain from documenting and all of that, sure. I'm not gonna lie, I want to make some money because I put my time down to edit, I put my time down to document and all of that. But either way, I will make money through AdSense, hopefully, maybe through some sponsorship that is in alignment with my vision and my goals. Like, let's say there's a company reaching out that has a product or service that I personally use myself or like find no problem with using. Like in that case, yeah, sure, why not? And that is one thing that you can do with a lot of crypto things and stuff like that, because especially in that world, there's more things that you use yourself that you can get sponsored for, like certain DEXs, certain like yield platforms, and yeah, all types of different stuff. So like, yeah. And then another thing with crypto that I really like is that, or it's not even about crypto itself, it's more so, actually let me turn this light on as well. But yeah, one thing I actually like about crypto, and no, this is way too bright, it's dark outside and it's too bright inside. But yeah, regardless, so one thing I like with crypto is that, or yeah, I'm repeating myself, but yet again, not with crypto itself, but rather, yeah, the situation that I'm in, is that I've already spent so much time with crypto. Like, throughout my high school days, I was up all night researching about crypto, making mistakes, investing in fucking Engine, Mana, Decentraland, dumb NFT projects, and you name it. Like, I even published some YouTube videos about that, like in 2021. And then I also have another crypto-specific channel, which I created in November. And funny thing is, that got more views and more subscribers in no time than this channel has got it in multiple years. But yeah, so crypto, when it comes to trading, it's not something that I can do effortlessly, at least as of now. But crypto itself, when it comes down to investing and like doing fundamental research, and like, I don't know, it just feels intuitive right now. If a project has good fundamentals, by now I can sense it easier than I could have before. Whether it is a long-term investment for a project, whether it is an airdrop, whether it is a yield farming opportunity, like I've screwed up so many times with so many different things in like the crypto space. So things that give me red flags, like they're easier to detect. My bullshit radar and my bad radar, it has, yeah, gotten pretty good through that. Sure, obviously I'm still not like completely immune to it, but compared to 4 years ago, Jesus, there's so much I've learned. With all due right, because I've spent so much time on it too. So many sleepless nights just obsessing over my gains. So many sleepless nights just obsessing over everything when it comes to, yeah, crypto and all of that. But the main thing with that is it's not really a good way to make an active income for yourself unless you have big capital, which I also briefly touched upon on another video. Like, if you have, let's say 100 mil, 1% of that, what is that? 100 million, 0.1. Like, that is, yeah, Jesus, I'm done. No, I'm tired. I'm gonna correct myself. It's very simple maths, but yeah. That's, Jesus, that's a million. Like, 1% is a million, and 1%, like, that is nothing. That is very accomplishable in crypto. Like, the hard thing is actually retaining your gains, not making profits, but it's keeping those profits and not dying. Like, surviving the market is the hard part, not over leveraging, not overextending your investments just because you made some profits, but actually securing those profits and just let time pass and wait for the next opportunity to present itself. Like, I think there's so much stuff that I could go through in crypto that honestly just would be so much more beneficial. Like, honestly, I should like create or make videos about stuff like this on my crypto specific channel, and I don't know, maybe like sell a paid newsletter or something just for that, because that would actually give me some income, like an active income, to, you know, go full-time on crypto and like increase those gains, which I definitely can. I just don't have the active income. But then again, I don't want to rely on other people to put food on my table. So rather pick up a sales job or something in marketing or something like that than sell a newsletter as of now. I'd rather just do like referrals for things I like, sponsorships for things I actually like. So essentially add-ons to the entire package. But yeah, so my current website, Slugs Labs, who knows what will happen with that. I might hire an entire team. I might make it like a venture company. I might like make it like a fund for it. I might, yeah, venture capital. I don't know why I said venture company, but venture capital fund company. Like, there's so many things that I can do, and it all stems from within, my friends. It all stems from within. But as of now, the only thing that I can really do is just focus on doing my own things, because yet again, if I try to make money out of other people selling the information that I currently have, then the process of learning will be slower. And ultimately, I'll make less money myself because I have less knowledge about the fields that I'm in. Yes, I make money from other people, but I don't have as much knowledge about the specific field that I'm selling information about, so to say. So like, I don't know. I'd honestly rather spend the next, what do I know, 10 years on just developing my skills and my knowledge on the respective fields that I work in than like the coming year, for example, to just try to sell something and then rely on that and just focus all my attention on that because that's the only option I have right now because that's the path I chose. It just leads to, I don't know, it leads to weird habits, and that goes with whatever field you're in. Like, you're forcing yourself to learn so you can provide other people information, but then you pick up unnecessary information and you provide other people with that information that isn't really that necessary. Yes, to update people, yes, to have something to share, yes, to have something to say. And I don't know, sometimes you can discover great things by stuff like that, and at worst case, it actually forces you to filter out good things from bad for yourself, but the downside of it is it's not very sustainable because obviously within the field that you share stuff in, you split up your focus. You're not focusing on learning, on like narrowing down into the things that are good, but instead you research more things because yeah, that's what you do. But who am I to preach? I haven't even made any money yet. I'm still broke. The day I'll have 100 mil, or like even 100 mil, yes, I do have the, like, I guess, title that allows me to speak about stuff like that. But even then, 100 mil, like, is it really that much? I mean, yes, but 10 mil, for example, yeah, also. But you get my point. It's just crazy though, because right now I feel like in one way I feel so broke. Like, in one way I feel like a product of my environment, like my close environment. But in another way, I see myself in a suit right now. Like, imagine me fully dressed out. I got suit pants, I got a suit, I got a shirt, I got a tie, I got these nice boots on. I'm actually presentable in my hair. I've got a nice, like, nothing too crazy, but like, not like a RM, like a Richard Mill or Richard Mill, or however you pronounce it. No, like, no weird watch like that, but like a classy, yet fancy and somewhat sporty, not too much watch, like a Royal Oak AP, like a rose gold. Yeah, like a rose gold. But honestly, I don't know, yeah, rose gold green dials, I really like those. But then again, also really fuck with chocolate dials. Like even a day date, like a Rolex day date chocolate dial. They're so nice, man. Like, it's incredible what watches they are. And I'll tell you this, within a few years, I will have one of the mentioned watches. And that is something that I'm very certain of, actually. So yeah, if there's someone watching this right now who has TikTok or something, put this in your folder and yeah, save it for your compilation where you're gonna make a edit of me in the future, because my words will become true. And yet again, it all starts from your thoughts. It all stems from within. Like everything that you can think, you can accomplish. If there's anything you can think of, then you can accomplish it. You just need to find a way how. And making money, that's nothing crazy. Imagine people that like artificially conjured light, energy, transmuted the force of the nature into actually usable things. Like the warmth I get from this. A fan just sucking up air, pause. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. So thinking that you can accomplish something like, oh shit, turn this off. Need to raise that. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So thinking that, yeah, achieving something like very, I wouldn't say minuscule, but honestly quite monetary thing. Let's say a watch for 50K. Like, that's nothing too big in comparison. Honestly, it's definitely not anything in comparison to that. So yeah, but right now I feel like I've gotten everything that I wanted to have said, actually said for it. Whoa. Actually said for this video. So yeah, I might still record. I will still record for a bit more. Something else might pop up in my thoughts. But yeah, it feels so freeing, yes, being able to speak my mind without having to blur my face. Like, if I wanted to right now, I could literally just grade this and throw it up on YouTube, and I think I will. Like, there's no need for you to watch everything. But one thing I'm saying, to those people who actually watch everything, like including this, you'll pick up on very, very, very specific things that I might not even think of, like including in certain other videos, like gems and nuggets, even from now and later down the road. You will pick up on certain things that will be valuable as fuck, like truly valuable. And yeah, I guess if you follow along my journey, you are not me. You need to find your way. But even if you try to imitate me, let's say that, and my current goal is 100 mil to a billion, then at least you'll be on a very, very good way. It's the same as if I'd follow someone, if I actually could follow someone who documented everything, who's rich. Like, let's say some business owner, someone who's doing something that interests me somewhat. Like traders, for example, none of them document shit. They just post. And then you need to learn by yourself. Like, they might post something once every now and then. I'm not talking about ICT, because ICT has no like fundamental things in his trading, at least what I've seen. I haven't watched everything he's posted, and to be frank, I haven't watched a lot for that matter, so I can't say. But the things I actually have seen feels like very made up concepts of his own that are just fluff, bullshit, and completely irrelevant, like completely. At least when it comes to crypto. If it's stocks or something like that, maybe a different thing, but that's not my fee. Ooh, this motherfucker was warm, let me tell you that. But yeah. So a steak, 3 eggs, 2 slices of bread, sourdough to be specific, for those serendipity, maxing. Serendipity, I know that's a completely unrelated word, but I just use it because if you're coming from that side of Twitter or something like that, then you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, if you're a serendipity, like health maxer, esoteric health guy or girl, then yeah, just to clarify, this is sourdough bread. It's not like normal store-bought. It is store-bought, but it's not normal propped with like hundreds of ingredients. It has like 3 or 4 or 5 ingredients maybe. And then the beef, yeah, sadly, I'm gonna have to let you down. I'm unsure if it's grass-fed. It might have some grains, but the quality of meat in Sweden, I don't think it's too bad if it's like actually made made in Sweden, I was about to say. But now you get my point. Like raised in Sweden. And let's drink this. We need to appreciate what we eat. Like, this is an animal. That's another thing with today's society. People just eat. They eat, they eat, they eat. But they don't ever like stop and think what it is that they put in their mouth. Do you? Well, this is my meal. 3 eggs, 2 breads, and a steak. So yeah. Itadakimasu.